Hello everyone, we're here to talk about what do you have to do to slow down the clock, turn back the clock to prevent wrinkles, laxity, enlarged pores. So we're going to start with what you do externally, and then in another video we're going to talk about what you do internally, okay? Externally, why do you use the strongest skin products that are non-toxic? Non-toxic means non-inflammatory. If inflammation is the cause of all disease and aging, then you don't want to spend your money on what's inflaming you more than life does. Stress inflames you. Eating foods that are not good for you inflames you. You don't want to use skin products that are inflaming you. So why did I make these skin products? Not just because I felt like making skin products, but because they are maximal physician strength and non-toxic. What does that mean? Maximal physician strength means that they force new collagen production, they slow down the clock, they put out the fire of inflammation, which is aging, which breaks down collagen, which breaks down elastin, which causes brown spots, which enlarges your pores. Why do you have enlarged pores? Because you're inflamed internally. It's number one, your gut. But what do? You have to put things on the surface of the skin as well as do things on the inside. So why did I make these skin products and what do you do? Number one is serum. Serum is anti-inflammatory. It's maximal strength anti-inflammatory. It's putting out the fire and it's neutralizing the inflammatory chemicals as much as you can on the surface of the skin. Why do you use sun protection, calm and repair? And why do you use zinc, which basically you can also use on burns. You can use on if you do anything, if you have a rash, if you do anything inflammatory on your skin, zinc is good for that. Plus it has a serum that is neutralizing the inflammation that sun causes, because sun is just like X-rays and it inflames your skin. That's why they use X-rays or any sort of radiation when they're trying to kill things with cancer, is because of the inflammation. It kills the cells. So we're trying to protect against that maximal strength. The other thing is serum, maximal strength. You've got to feed the skin what it needs in the daytime to protect against the sun and the inflammation that happens during the daytime. And at night, you've got to feed the skin what it uses maximally at night to repair, because at night, repair is the primary function that's happening in the skin. So, different serums at different times of the day, and that's step one. Step two is you've got to stimulate the skin. You've got to clean the skin. There's a reason that you use particular cleansers that go in and clean out the pores. If you have acne, what's acne? An inflammatory condition. What's enlarged pores? What are blackheads? Inflammatory conditions. So you've got to clean out the pores, and you've got to have ingredients that can go in and clean out the pores and not strip the skin in an inflammatory negative way. So there's a reason you use everything that you use. The other thing, vitamin C. This is a 95% L-ascorbic acid. Vitamin C is maximally anti-inflammatory. You want to take it internally as well as use it on the surface of the skin. It's what cross-links collagen. It forces new collagen production. Because when it's in the skin in a high concentration, you make hay while the grass is high, as they say. So it forces new collagen production because you have a high concentration. The other thing is that you want to use it in a powdered vitamin C. Vitamin C is a water-soluble vitamin, and so when you mix it in a serum or a cream, it starts to oxidize, so you lose the concentration. So you use it in a powder, you mix it with the serum, you mix it with your moisturizer, and it forces new collagen production. You get much more vitamin C, you get much more bang for your buck. So there's a reason you do those things. The other thing is that Emudermal, I use this as a moisturizer. Look, Emu is a maximal strength moisturizer, but the neodermal part forces new collagen production. Big scientific studies, very substantial proven scientific studies about how much more it forces new collagen production. in the vein of anti-laxity. The other thing that's very important as you go down the path of life is you've got to use a strong and stabilized retinol. There's plenty of retinols on the market, but most of them aren't stabilized. They degrade in the bottle, and so you're really getting nothing. So you get what you pay for. You've got to have a lot of science in the bottle, which is why you want physician strength and somebody who knows how to formulate things that you're getting the strongest that you can get that's non-prescription. Then, of course, you can add retin A, but that's later in life. The other thing you need to do is exfoliate. Exfoliation is critical. It forces new collagen production. All this is synergistic. There are different types of exfoliants. So number one is exfoliating repair, because it goes in, especially with enlarged pores, with acne, for brown spots, etc., is it goes in, it cleans out the pores. You only use that a certain number of times per week, because there are other exfoliants that you need to use as you age. You need stronger, you need more. The other one is peel. Peel is one you have to work up to, and all the instructions are on the website about how to use these. But peel basically is incredibly anti-acne. It forces new collagen production, lifting and tightening, and it helps get rid of brown spots, and it helps get rid of those enlarged pores. Again, on the surface of the skin, you've also got to treat things internally as well. Now, the other thing I made, because you've got to think about the body as well as the face and neck. And remember, everything you've got to use on your face, eyelids, and neck, chest, hands, but then you've got to think about your arms, all the other parts of the body that you see. I made this one that you use on the face, the eyelids, the neck, the whole body, because it's also getting rid of brown spots, lifting, tightening, and forcing new collagen production. So in the vein of decreasing, slowing down the clock, turning back the clock, getting rid of brown spots, decreasing pore size, you've got to exfoliate as much as possible. And then all of these products, nothing's redundant, everything's synergistic. They all have different ingredients in their cell optimizer. It feels like it's moisturizing, but in fact what it's doing is delivering ingredients into the skin which are forcing new collagen production in a different way, all with very substantial scientific studies that show how it does it and what it does, and all that's on the website. The same with hyaluronic. Everybody talks about, oh, hyaluronic. Hyaluronic sits on the surface of the skin. It prevents evaporative loss, so it plumps up the skin. But in this, I also put ingredients that discharge into the skin. So as well as plumping the skin and making it moisturized on the epidermis, I'm delivering things in the dermis, and the dermis is really where the lifting, the tightening, the anti-aging happens. So there's a reason you use everything you use on the surface of the skin, and we're going to talk also about what you do internally, because if you want to slow down the clock, if you want to decrease laxity, wrinkling, and enlarge pores as much as possible, you've got to do maximal strength on the surface, and that would be maximal physician strength, because organic is great, but maximal physician strength as well as non-toxic is what you need. And then we'll talk about what you do internally as well to win the battle as much as possible. Thank you.